So this video demonstrates the use of different types of ways of programming a circle, an arc, in the Heidenhain control. So what we're going to do, we've actually started a program here, and I'm going to show you how to work your way around this part. It's very simple, the corner rads that I've chosen, and you could do it very simply just by using the rad function on the Heidenhain, but the idea of this tutorial is to demonstrate the different ways that you can program these arcs. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a linear move, and I'm going to send it to x0, and I'm going to send it to y minus 65. Enter. I'm saying no enter to that. It's a maximum rapid move, end, which will take me down here somewhere in the middle of that, somewhere down here. So I've come to there, and now I'm going to do another linear move which will bring my tool down in Z to -5. The idea being that it would start to do a cut. I'm going to say no enter, again rapid, and I would probably start the spindle there with an M3. What I need to do then is come on to this center point here of this arc, which is going to be 0 in X, and it's going to be -50 in Y. So I'm saying another linear move to X, 0, Y, -50, enter, and I'm going to apply my compensation to the left, RL, and my feed rate is going to be 500, and I'll end that. So that takes me up to this point here. I'm now going to do another linear move which would take me to this point here, and I'm going to say X -40, and I'm just going to end that. Now I'm using the CT, which is a circle tangential, and how this works is it says I'm about to do a circle that's tangential to the point where I am now, and I'm going to give you the end point. And if you think about this, that's all you need, because if the criteria is that it's got to be tangential to your last element, and then you give it an end point, there's only one circle with one rad which will actually do this. So what we're going to say is we're going to say circle tangent, the end point is X -50, and the Y will be Y -40. Enter, and we just say end, and that will do it. Okay, that's really all we need. So that one is really good and really simple to use. You can use it on anything bar a full circle. So if we say another linear move, this time I want to go to Y 40, and I'll just say end. So I'm coming up to this point here, Y40, and now I'm going to use the end point and the radius to get my circle. So I'm going to tell it where the end point is and what the radius is, and all it does is looks at the last point and the next point and sticks it in between those. So it's not tangential or anything, so it's going to need to know the rad, it's going to need to know the direction, and it knows where it is now, and it's going to put it in between those 2 points. So that is the CR, circle radius, and it's saying what's this end point? Well, this end point in X is -40. Enter, and then sorry, I've missed the Y, and the Y is going to be 50. Enter, and the radius is 10 millimeters. Enter. The drive direction, it's telling us up here minus is clockwise, and that's the way I want to go. So I'm going to say minus, I'm going to enter that, and then I'm going to say end. Now I want another linear movement. Now what I'm going to do this time is just program this sharp corner and then just stuff the rad on the end, which is really how you'd program this whole shape. Always look for these. This is an interesting exercise to show you how these work, but always look for the simplest, easiest option. And the simplest, easiest option is the way that your draftsman has given you your drawing. So you program to the drawing whichever, if he shows you a point that's tangent, then use the tangent one. So use whichever one you've been given. So what I'm going to say now is I want a linear move to this corner. So I'm going to move to x 50, and that's all I want there. And then I'm just going to stick a rad, so I use this round. You've got the chamfer function as well, but I'm going to use the rad round. And it says, what is this rad? Well, it's ever so easy, it's 10. End. And that will just put me a rad on that sharp corner. So then we need a linear move. I'm going to take myself down to this point here, and I'm going to y minus 40. And I'm going to end that. Now I want another circle. This time I'm going to tell it, this is a traditional Heidenhain way, which is the circle centre, and then you tell it the circle. So on all old Heidenhain controls, this is how we used to do it. So we're going to tell it where this circle is. It's an absolute position. So we're saying it's not like I and J in Fanuc. This is absolute. So circle centre. The circle centre is this point here. So it would be x40, and then your y would be minus 40. Okay, enter. There. And then we're going to program the circle. So now we want the end point. So we use the C for the circle. And the end point is this point here, which is x40. And then your y is minus 50. So 50 minus, enter. What is the direction of this? Well, it's clockwise, which we're saying is minus, and then we just end. So that's give us that way. Then we're going to say linear, and we're going to come back to this center. So we're going to x0, end. Now I'm going to do another linear move, which will take me off the part and cancel the comp. I always tend to repeat the x on here. I know I'm always banging on about not repeating these figures, but for cancelling cutter comp, I personally would do that. Y minus 65, enter, and now we need this RO, which is going to cancel the compensation, and I can end that. So if I move up here, I can see my whole program. I'm going to drop into the test run function, and I'm going to say, I'm going to tell it to reset the model. So if we move along here, you'll see reset blank form, and I'll use the single start button there to do each one. It says selected block not addressed. In a Heidenhain control, you do have to do a go to 0, enter, and then you keep clicking this single start. So it's calling the tool out, it's moving to the first position, wrap it in the Z down and in to start cutting. Then it's coming. Now it's going to x minus 40. It's going around the rad, the first one. This is the tangential one, so that's obviously worked. Then it goes to the next one. This time we're using the corner rad, the traditional Fanuc type way where you're saying end point and radius. Happy with that. Now this time we're using the sharp corner and telling it to stick a rad on there of 10 mil. She goes round and does that. Then we're going to minus 40 down there, and this time we're using the circle centre and the end point. So it's got the circle centre, now it's got the end point. Back to 0, cancel the comp, job done. So that's the 4 ways of programming a rad. The 4 ways are the tangential way, the traditional way with an end point and a radius, the CR. We can use this round function where we tell it the intersection of the 2 lines and say stick me a rad in there. You can use the chamfer just the same in that way. And then the other way, this 4th way, is a circle centre and a circle which has got an end point and a direction. And again, that's all we need. Don't forget this circle centre is absolute from your datum.